It's being recorded. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Will the screen be recorded? Yeah. Okay. Okay. So, guys, this class is being recorded. Okay. This class is being recorded for the sake of, for the sake of using it again for few students. Okay, who have gone for their vaccination today. Okay. So be aware, this is being recorded. Okay. Now, if you look at this, we are learning factorization. Okay. Learning factorization through an identity x square plus a plus b x plus ab, which can be factorized as x plus a into x plus b. This method of factorization is called splitting the middle term. The middle term is being split and they're grouped to get into the factor. So the questions that we're doing today are exercise from 14D. Okay, we are just starting with question 1 to 6. Okay, this is question number 1. So in this question, x square plus 9x plus 18, we are trying to connect it to the identity given there, and we are checking how this term can be split. Okay, so 18 is split as 3 and 6 because the factors of 18 are 3 and 6. It also satisfies the condition that a plus b is 9. So 3 plus 6 is 9. So I split the middle term 9x as 3x and 6x. And then I group x square and 3x. I take the common factor out, x. So it becomes x plus 3. And in the next two terms, the common factor is 6. So it becomes x plus 3. So the 4 terms are reduced to 2 terms. So 2 terms, which is the common factor, x plus 3. So if you take x plus 3 as a common factor, the remaining factors in the first term is x and the second term is 6. Therefore, the factors form factorization of x squared plus 9x plus 18 is x plus 3 into x plus 6. Please take down this question. You may lose marks for that.
So we technically factor method, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Question number 2. It depends. It depends. We'll have to find out the factors accordingly. Okay. So the next question is x square minus 5x minus 6. X square minus 5x minus 6. So two numbers multiplied, you get minus 6, and add them, you get minus 5. Therefore, the two factors are minus 3 and minus 2. Therefore, I split this term as minus 3x and minus 2x. Therefore, this gets into 4 terms. And I'm going to group these 2 terms together. Okay. So if you take x as a common factor from this, I would be getting x minus 3. Similarly, minus 2. Okay. 1 minute. It's my mistake. Okay. It has to be minus 6. Okay. Okay. I was thinking this was plus. Check the question. Is it correct? Is the question correct? It's minus 6. Okay. If it is minus 6, the question would be the factors would be minus 6 plus 1. Okay. So it has to be We have to be very careful. Okay. If you add minus 6 and plus 1, what would you get? Minus 5. So do you have the factors minus 5? So let me split the middle term as minus 6x, okay, plus 1x minus 6. It's not necessary that you have to write this one. If you write one only, the coefficient is okay. So not write this. Okay, let's group them. Group this two. And if I take x as a common factor, it would be x minus 6. Plus if I take 1 as a common factor, it will be x minus 6. So x minus 6 is a common factor in both of these terms. Therefore, the remaining factors in both the expression would be x plus 1. I'll give you a minute for you to write down this. I shall wait. Yeah, thank you for sharing the answer in the chat. Okay, so we shall move on to the next question. Okay, so question number 3. So question number 3 says x square plus 6x minus 7x. So x square plus 6x
Is the
minus
last
7. Yeah, the factors are minus 7. So factor should be
one minus 7.
minus 7 and negative 1 or plus 7 and negative. So when you multiply, you get negative 7 and add, you get a plus 6. So I split the middle term as 7x and minus x. So x square plus 7x minus 7. So if I transpose this term, if I group them, okay, and then take the common factors for x square. So I can take x as my common factor. So it would become x plus 7 minus 1 can be taken as a common factor, and then it becomes x plus 7. So x plus 7 is a common factor in both the terms. Therefore, x minus 1 comes. Yeah. Which is 7? This is 7. Both are 7 only. They are supposed to be 7. Okay. Thank you. Okay, I think you can try it. Since the other students will be watching this again, I would like to work out the questions and show them. Okay. Okay, the next question that we can take is question number 4, where x square plus 7x minus 18. So x square plus 7x minus 18. So the product is minus 18. So look for two numbers. Look for two numbers. So 9 and minus 2. If you multiply this, you get minus 18. And if you add them, you get plus 7. Therefore, I can split the middle term as plus 9x minus 2x. So the middle term is split. Therefore, you can group the terms together. So x is a common factor. So x plus 9 minus 2 taken outside, it become x plus 9. So So now what happens in this is x plus 9 is a common factor from each of these terms. Therefore, the remaining factor should be x minus 2. Therefore, x squared plus 7x minus 18 is factorized as x plus 9x minus 2. Okay, so this is question number 4. I already told you, you can do it. So the other students will be watching this. For them to get more clarity, I am working out more questions. Only today, please excuse that you will not be allowed to do questions on the board. And you're free to do questions on your own. Okay. So let's move on to the next question. Question number 5, x square minus 3x, x square minus 3x, okay, minus 54. So look at the product of this minus 54. So look at numbers, two numbers, 6 and minus 9. Very good. So 6 and minus 9. So if you split this minus 3 as minus 9x plus 6x, okay, so you will get four terms where you can group the two terms and take the common factors out. So it will become x if you take it as a common factor, x minus 9 plus here you can take 3 as your common factor. No, you can take 6 as your common factor. So it would become x minus 9. So it reduces into two terms. Okay. So from these two terms, the common factor is x minus 9. And then it would become x plus 6. Okay. Now, question is if the leading term has got a coefficient, what I do? Okay. Hmm? Yeah, it will be one and the other number. That's all. Yeah. Okay. Now, what we need to do is when you have a questions like this, okay, when there is a coefficient, look at the leading term. Leading term means the first term. The coefficient is 1. If the coefficient is 2 or any other number, okay, we have to multiply both numbers together. Okay, the product will be. So actually, the product is this. Since the number is 1, we don't include there. Okay. Yeah. Always the product is the coefficient of this and the constant term. Okay. But since this is 1, we have ignored that part. Okay. Now, if there is a coefficient, then you can use that. Okay. Hmm? Which question? The eighth one. Let me do that for you. Okay. Eighth one, where you have a coefficient 3x square. So this is a separate one. So question number 8, 3x square, 3x square minus 4x minus 7. So what happens in this is there is a term, a coefficient here. So the product will be minus 7 times 3, which becomes minus 21. Therefore, divide minus 21 in such a way that if you add those two numbers together, so minus 7 and 3. So this can be split as, okay, 3 and minus 7. So minus 7, 3x square plus 3x. So if I group these two terms and I can take 3x as a common factor, therefore I get x plus 1. And from the next two terms, I can take minus 7 as a common factor. It will become x plus 1. That's what I was explaining. The product is always the coefficient of the leading term with the constant term. In the previous questions, the coefficients were 1. The coefficients were 1. That's why we ignored that part. Okay, we didn't multiply. Even if we multiply, you will still get the same. The product is always the coefficient of the first term and the constant term. Okay. So if you consider a polynomial as ax square plus bx plus c, then the product is always ac. Okay. Now, so now in this case, x plus 1 is a common factor, and we take 3x minus. Please write down this. So let's try question number 11, 14, and 16. Okay. Please take down this question. Let me know once you're done. Hmm? Fine. X minus 7 will be the common factor. 3x minus 7 will be the common factor. 3x, you can't take anything common. Only x can be taken as a common factor. 3x cannot be taken as a common factor. Okay, so the next question that we are going to work out is question number 11, 14, and 16. 11, 14, and 16. We'll just work out, okay? Question number 11, 14, and 16, and we will also do question number 30. Okay, the remaining questions, please try them. Okay, try those questions. If you're able to do it, do it. If not, okay, we can try. If you
So,
don't get it,
so,
please. Yes.
so what's the concept behind the
Yeah, the concept is factorization using identity x square. I think I started the chapter with that only. See, look at this. The concept is factorization, and we are trying to factorize using, okay, we're trying to factorize using this.
when the first mentioned is like 2x, right? Will just like the variable, right? What do we get?
Now, I don't get your voice clearly. It's breaking. Okay.
So
So can
echoing.
you, it's not echoing, it's breaking. Yeah, you can share it in the chat, then it will be clear for me.
No, so no worries.
Yeah, okay. So the next question is question number 11. So question number 11 says 2x square plus 5x minus 3. Now, the product of A and C, these two terms will be minus 3 into 2, which is minus 6. So two numbers, if you multiply, you get minus 6, and add them, you get plus 5. Therefore, it would be 6 minus 1. So 6 into minus 1, it will become minus 6. And if you add 6 and minus 1, it will become plus 5. Therefore, let's split this middle term as 6x minus x. It can be written as minus 1x, okay, but it's not necessary that you have to mention that 1. So 2x squared plus. Now look at these two terms. 2x is a common factor, therefore x plus 3. Similarly, minus 1, if you take it as a common factor from these two terms, X plus 1. Yeah. Okay. Now, from these two terms, what is common is x plus 3. So, if you take x plus 3, it would be 2x minus. Take time to write down this question. Okay. Zubin. Okay, the skill that he has not developed is how to match the answer with the answer in the textbook. That's the skill. Don't say that he does not know how to do the question. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So, question number 12. So, not 12. This is question number 14. When you look at it, the leading term has the negative sign, which means 5 minus 4y minus 12y square. Okay. Now, what do we do in this case? Okay. What do we do? Is the order is in a different order. Very good. Okay. So, take minus 1 as a common factor and rearrange. It would become plus 12y square. Okay. Plus 4y minus 5. Okay. So, minus 1 is one of the factors of the given expression. Okay. Now look at this. The product would be 12 and minus 5. So let's take 12 and minus 5, 12 times. Minus 5 would be minus 60. So let's check if we can factorize this to get 4. So which of the two numbers would it be? 6 and very good. It would be minus 10 and 6. So I can split this as split the middle term. So it has to be, yeah, plus 10 and minus 6. And I looked at this part, okay? So it would be 12y square and the middle term plus 4 is split as 10y and then minus 6y. So what I can do is minus 1 is a common factor. So I'm trying to combine these two terms and I'm going to take 2 as my common factor. So if I take 2y as my common factor, it would be y, okay, 6y plus 5. Similarly, from these two terms, if I take minus 1 as the common factor, it would become 6y plus 5. Now, out of these two terms, okay, 6y plus 5 is a common factor. And then what factors would remain in each term would be 2y minus 1. So, hope your answer matches the textbook answers or still doesn't.
So I have one doubt. So when there are negative signs in the expression, then we give minus one as a factor, right?
Did anybody hear it clearly? 1 minute, 1 minute, 1 minute, 1 minute. Yes, Subhi. Yeah, when the leading term is negative, when the leading term, understand this, okay, the highest power, the term with the highest power of the variable, not of the number, okay, not of the coefficient, the leading term, which means the term with the highest power of the variable, If that comes in negative, then take -1 as a common factor and change the sign so that it becomes easy for you to do the division. Okay?
Excuse me, sir.
Why? Yes?
Sir, I did it without getting the -1 as common factor. So, sir, is it all right if I do that?
Yeah, if you can do it without that, it's fine. It's not wrong. Okay, I'll show you the other method without that. Okay, let's listen. Okay, can you listen here? So minus 12y square minus 4y plus 5. So it will be still 60, but it will be minus 10 plus 6. So I can split this middle term as 10y minus 10y plus 6y plus 5 and then minus 12y square. So if I try to take the common factors in this, so what can be the common factor here? Minus 2y. So it would become 6y plus 5. Similarly, here, if I take 1 as a common factor, 6y plus 5. Therefore, it would become minus 2, sorry, 6y plus 5 is a common factor, and then minus 2y plus 1. Okay, you can rearrange it and write. Okay, okay, now if you the answer in your textbook, okay, if you multiply this here, you will get the same answer. Okay, it can be done in both ways. And for your, okay, this is question number 14. Okay, I'll tell you, this is the simplest way of factorization. It always can be done in one step. It always can be done in one step. Okay, the way I have worked out is a formal way of doing it. Okay, now when you go to your higher levels, for example, in grade 10, this concept will be used in a question as a part of a question. You understand what I'm trying to say? When this concept is used as a part of a question, then you can use very simple shortcut method. I shall show you how to do that part. Okay. So I'm going to take a few questions which we did not do in the class. Okay, let's take 6. Okay, question number 6, x square minus 17x minus 84. Okay, how to factorize this? Minus 84 into 1 is the factor. So two numbers, if you multiply, you get minus 84. Okay, so which two numbers, if you add, you will get minus 17. So what are the factors of it? 4 and very good. So it will be minus 21 and 4. So directly you can write x minus 21 and x plus 4. The answer will be the same. Okay, answer will be the, yeah, okay. Now, this is the direct method where when you use this concept as a part of a question, you can use this technique. Okay. Now, what do we do when there is a coefficient? Okay. I just factorize these two numbers and I just put it here. That's all. It will be the same number. If you observe in all the questions that we have done so far, this will be the same question. Zubin, sit in your place, and for you also sit. The class is being recorded. Okay. So if you look at other questions where you have a coefficients, okay, let's take question number 10. So here you have 2x square plus 3x minus 90. So in this question, how do we do? So 2 into 90 will become minus 180. So which are the two factors? Which are the two factors which gives you 3 when multiplied, sorry, when added, and when multiplied you get minus 180, two numbers. 180. 20 and Huh? 15 and 12. Okay. So 15. So plus 15 and minus 12. Now what you need to do is do little step so that you can straight away take this 2 and divide both terms by 2. So it will become minus 6 and this will become 15 by 2. No, 15 by 2, keep it as it is. So you take x minus 6 and this 2 goes as the coefficient for x, and then if you factorize still you will get the same answer. Okay, you can try using the different method to factorize and check whether you get the same answer. I explained when I started the question, okay, when I started this technique, only when it comes as part of a different question. Then you can use this shortcut method. Yeah, you can. Yes. Not in the higher grade, next grade. Okay, don't worry. Yeah, okay. So you understand, did you check this? You'll still get the same answer. I'll show you here. So plus 3 is divided as 15x minus 12x minus 90 and then 2x square. So if you take x as your common factor, it will be 2x plus 15 minus what can be taken as a common factor? 6. So it would become 2x plus 15. So it would be 2x plus 15 into x minus 6. Okay. So in the higher level, next year when you do it, you can use this question shortcut methods. Okay. So can we try question number 16? 16 and the 30th question. That's all. With that, we'll just try to finish this. The remaining questions, as I told you, please try it on your own, not a problem. Okay, you can use, okay, to check your higher order skills. The next question we are doing is question number 16, where you have x square minus 3ax, and then the last one is minus 88a square. So when you multiply two numbers, you get minus 88a square. And then when you add them, you get minus 3a. So which are the two numbers? Very good. 8 and minus 11. So minus 11a and then minus 8a. In a shortcut method, the answer is x minus 11a and then x minus 8a. Yeah, it's plus 8. Therefore, when you add it, it becomes, I'm so sorry, I'm losing my concentration. Okay, so if you use the shortcut method, directly write it. Let's see how to split these two terms, minus 11a plus 8a minus 88a square x square. Okay, so it would be, so x can be taken as a common factor, x minus 11a plus in this 8 can be 8a can be taken as a common factor. It will become x minus 11a. So x minus 11a is a common factor, and then x plus 8a is another factor. Is this clear to you?
So can we write x plus 8
Yes, sir.
first term and x minus 11a as a second term?
When we write, I didn't get you clearly. Can you come again, please?
So can we of these two terms, like write x plus 8a first and then x minus 11a?
Yes.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, 30th one. Look at 30th question. If you read the question, you'll understand clearly. A power minus 11a square plus 10. So look at this. I am taking this a square of square so that it gets into x square plus this. So what we need to consider x as a square. Okay. So let's take this first. Okay. Let's take this first. So the product is 10. Okay. And then so it will be minus 10 and minus 1. When you add, you get minus 11. Therefore, you can split this as, okay, a power 4, and this is split as minus 10a square minus a square plus 10. So if you split this, take a square as a common factor. So it will become a square minus 10. Similarly, minus 1 can be taken as a common factor, a square minus 10. So this implies that we can take a square minus 10 as a common factor and in bracket a square minus 1. Now you have to be a little careful. This is not factorized completely because a square minus 1 can be further factorized. Therefore, a square minus 10 and a plus 1 and a minus 1. It can be factorized. What does it say? A square? They forgot a zero. Okay, guys, if you look at questions, if you look at questions 22 and 23 and 24, okay, they're very similar. See, what you need to do is 3a plus b should be taken as x. If you exchange that x, it will be easy. You can simplify that. So that is the only one thing that we missed it. So try those questions on your own. Okay, in case if you don't get it, please let me know. I'll work out the question and show you. Okay, I think is this clear to you? Okay, splitting factorization through splitting the middle term. Is this clear to you? Is this clear to you? Okay, thank you and have a nice day. No, no, no.